you know, is not necessarily the end of the world if it doesn't go exactly according to their plan. Starting in the lower bracket, Max from RPG is going to have to attack first while Zeus can sit back and watch. This is for the golden ticket. Prepare for war!
Max getting us started here yet again, always in that leadoff position. I think he thrives in the leadoff position. I'll go ahead and start with that Duke charge, go into the Dragon Riders, kind of like his little signature approach to it that we've seen throughout this tournament. Duke, we just talked about how that Duke likes to get distracted a little bit. Rather than getting that multi-archer tower out, he's going to go ahead and go over to the Queen and then back to the multi-archer tower and then back to the Queen.
Yeah, and this is what kind of showcasing why sweepers nowadays are so important, because the meta for them was usually always to point towards the inside of a base, but nowadays you have to point them towards the outside, because look at that, the Duke is not getting really the value he's hoping for, now getting the air defense, but that scatter shot is still staying up.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a big factor here as the Royal Champion's going to start in with that Seeking Shield and Rocket Spear combination. See that time and time again. Lava Hound pops early, but that Lava Hound's in there just to kind of test the waters and see what lays ahead for all of these Dragon Riders. Enemy Dragon Duke goes down and the funnel is being established. Now a couple more rocket loons on the top side to set that funnel even better. Everything's underway and looking really good, but that sweeper gets one final push before that freeze.
Yeah, the sweeper is still there. We have now another freeze. Perfect time. Look at that, the logger having the log right above his head. But this Guardian should go down quickly. The Dragon Riders at the bottom side are doing a great job pushing everything into the core. The back end Fire Spitter is getting the overgrowth treatment. And now it's about somehow overwhelming this Revenge Tower.
Yeah, gotta get that Revenge Tower down. There goes the Dark Orb from the Minion Prince to slow it down just a little bit. And there's that scatter shot that stayed up there, Itsu. Could be a little bit of a factor. Did get a couple shots off, but does go down rather quickly. The big defense here now, the multi-gear tower and those super wizard towers that can chain together and just deal so much damage. Couple spells left, but not a whole lot of army remaining. Couple riders in there. Minion Prince nice and healthy. Ooh, does he have enough gas here?
Oh, that double super wizard tower setup is just so dangerous. Can he somehow keep his troops alive through that? He has the one invis, which he has to use somewhat soon. It's still possible. The ice golems though on the far right side. Bash, can they delay things too far?
Oh, 25 seconds here. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's really gonna be close. The major defenses are down. I think he's got it under control. Ice Golem's gonna pop, but he's got enough here. Max should breathe a sigh of relief, and there he goes with a double fist pump. And Max has got Repotted Gaming on the board early with a nice. Has been playing that and playing it so risky. It's actually going to be Darkstar who's been playing similar to that, but I feel like Darkstar's approach just feel a lot more safer, a lot more controlled as we see that fireball equipment. The Town Hall is very central on this base of Kazuma. We see 26 balloons. Actually, it's going to be a fireball into Ice Lalo here for Darkstar.
Yeah, the fireball looks quite solid. I am just again super scared with that logger. Not having an Eternal Tome can be a big difference maker. Right now we have the ward in charge with the druid right behind, which is quite cool to see. He's trying to take down that ricochet cannon to then use most likely the Minion Prince again to lure him over. Let's see if that's going to be the plan.
Yeah, there we go. Minion Prince comes in. He's using those skeletons to distract the Duke and the King right there. Nice little play with a couple headhunters in there as well. Just those fine details. It's like chef's kiss here, having those troops come in and take out those defending heroes that are often a problem. Icehound pops right over the monolith, and here comes the first wave of balloons. Still 10 balloons and an Icehound to be deployed, along with that Royal Champion and the Dragon Duke.
That logger is start being annoying, and he has to deploy those totems now in between those fire spitters. At the same time, the heroes are bursting down those totems so quickly, so he has to get that logger out because it is so expensive for him to distract that Guardian even further. The Royal Champ is trying to clear already out some of the back end defenses to make sure that he can somehow overpower that part of the base as well.
Had to use the stun blaster from the Dragon Duke to finally finish off that logger along with the enemy queen. And man, these troops are fading quick here. Not a lot remains. He does have the heroes there in the middle. A couple of spells. nothing super significant, but the big thing here is he's got a couple of air defenses that can shut down these air attacks, obviously.
Yeah, and especially versus those heroes, the splash is not as crucial, but having 2 air defenses on that back end means that the Dragon Duke and as well the Minion Prince are not going to survive for too long. He's trying to save that now with the freeze, but the Minion Prince, and that means as well the damage is mostly gone. He's trying to somehow get more percentage points, but this attack is going to be the first defense for Zeus Esports.
We're just talking about the percentage game, and this one's going to respond and get that percentage close. The miss from Yada was 87. This one should climb a little bit higher than 87, maybe even getting to that 90% mark, but definitely not what Darkstar was hoping for. He's got 2 storages up top that the minions should be able to get out. So maybe 89 will be that number. I don't see anything else being worked on here, and the multi-archer tower will take everything out. So ideally, Zeus respond with a 3-star here.
That you have 3 more attacks to go, and they have for sure the chance of coming back. But General X has something different planned because he's going in again with the Super Bonus. So far, he was not successful. He was close once, but not getting a 3-star so far. And he wants to change that again with this Queen Charge into the Super Bonus push and the Flame Flinger setup, which he has used quite a bit so far.
General X can put a 3-star on the board. That would be a huge advantage for them. It would really put Zeus in that must 3-star situation. Queen under a little bit of pressure early, and go ahead and start in with that Flame Flinger. Got everything kind of secured for that. Good setup so far. Queen's going to be under a little bit more pressure, but invest in another invisibility. Everything's looking really strong here for General X. This is a really pivotal volley of attacks. Zeus needed defense, and they need a triple on the other end. However, if Repotted can 3-star and then also get a defense, this war could be about over.
Ooh, the first healer is gone. He's recalling now. He wanted to trigger that Rage Tower to make sure that that is not a big threat anymore. Where is he going to enter? Is he going far side? Yes, he is. He's going to try and enter into the double Super Wizard Tower setup. We have the Flame Flinger at the same time. Keep going. But the Monolith should take it down somewhat soon, I believe. He needs the funnel now at the bottom side. The Dragon Duke is in. But how strong will this push for the Super Bowlers look like?
That's the main thing here, because look how far that Town Hall is into. I do like that he's going right into the Revenge Tower. We've talked about the Revenge Tower on end here, but also it is a long shot to that Town Hall where a Logger awaits and can push those boulders back. No overgrowth on this one either, so the pathing needs to kind of develop on its own, and he's got to push everything right in. And these Ice Golems, they're going to freeze everything up right in the middle of it.
Oh, and with those bounces off those Super Bowlers, the pathing towards the channel is kind of messed up. The Monolith keeps staying up, which means the Totem is getting burst down quite quickly. We have that King and we have that Dragon Duke ability still left. The Town, though, has to fall. The Minion Prince is trying to defend it.
Oh, Queen is in there.
Wait.
Oh! Uh-oh. Duke is on the outside. King with Spiky Ball. Spiky Ball misses. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at the... Oh, no. Itsu. There's no way he's getting this Town Hall.
This is the risk of going far side in esports. This is why pretty much most of the entries are into the Town Hall in the esports modifier, because it is just such a high risk to go from the opposite side. He tried his best to set up the pathing, but he lost healers early, so he had less healing on his troops. He's trying to somehow get his heroes into the Town Hall, because it is like only a couple of Fern Towers, and maybe he can still make it work, but time is ticking as well.
Oh, man. You never expect this to happen with General X. 11 seconds. Can he clutch it? Oh, Duke's going 7. Oh, he's got the time. He's got the time. Oh, my goodness. Dragon Duke just saves the day. Wow. Wow.
Clutched and turned around on the final stretch. We have now Einstonius. And let's hope that, well, Zeus has some bases with the Town Halls on the... Oh, it's somewhat... Wait, okay. Wait, it's not a fireball attack. We see the Dragon Riders instead. That's an interesting choice.
All right. Well, I mean, he's been playing risky throughout the tournament, and now he's playing a little bit safer here with the Dragon Rider approach. So maybe he kind of can sense what's on the line here. Dragon Duke making that charge in. See a couple headhunters coming up, but they'll get dealt with the chains from the lightning from those fangs. Does have a witch in there, which should be dealt with as well. And this charge is going pretty strong for Istonius.
Yeah, looking really, really good. There is not too much damage for his Dragon Duke. The Town Hall should be taken care of, but he's trying to get the Logger, not the Town Hall. Remember, the Town Hall is not doing anything on Town Hall 18. It's the Guardian, which is the crucial part. And depending on where that... Ooh, can he get that invis? Nice invis placement.
He's working really, really nice. Things shaping up really well here. I like the funnel,
No!
I like the pad. Oh, he pushes away. Really, if he could get this Logger out, that would be ideal. Oh, Logger's barely hanging on.
Imagine Bitterhuts could repair Guardians.
Oh, that would be nasty.
Yeah, okay. But the Dragon Rides are in now. We have the Duke still alive. That needs to be taken care of. So far, it's dealing at least a little bit damage on those Dragon Riders. But we have as well the Minion Prince, the pathing, everything set up. And now the Logger, take a look at that. It's dealing so much damage right now. Ooh.
A lot of damage being done by that Logger who's hanging on by like 1 HP. I was trying to even just see his health bar there, and it's almost non-existent. Does finally get taken out by the Inferno Dragon. Everything is in. Got things working on the top side of the base. Looks like the Royal Champion up there throwing those rocket spears. Ice Golem gets sprung at the bottom side of the base, and there goes that Overgrowth onto the Revenge Tower and the Multi-Gear Tower. Minion Prince in there, King, Queen, all defending. A lot of base to be had, but also he still has some resources to be played, like that revive. I don't know, I don't feel too confident about this.
No, like this compartment or this area around that Revenge Tower looks so deadly. We have air skeletons, we have a defending Queen, which is right now getting attacked by that Minion Prince, and now the Revenge Tower is back, and we know how deadly that thing is. Right now, it's not the highest percentage points either. He has some buildings to pick up from the bottom side, but this attack did not go in favor of Einstonius. But it seems like whenever maybe there's not the best plan or something, it is just Dragon Riders. But maybe he just thought this is the best approach. At the same time, though, you have to say, if he would have not turned the Logger invisible at the end of his charge, this attack could have been completely different. The amount of damage this Logger did with literally 1 hit point was absurd. I mean, there were like 3 logs going through the entire line of Dragon Riders. That was so much damage.
The situation, though, is they were up 22% coming into this one, so he got enough percent so they can still should be the mark here for Philip's attack. Easier said than done. I mean, obviously, we could sit here and just say that 85%, that should be a no-brainer, but it's ultimately going to come down to the super bowler strike of Philip and Repotted Gaming. Can they force the bracket reset? A 3-star is a no-brainer. Then you don't have to worry about crazy bash math being right or wrong.
That's right, 3-star and get that victory. Can he make that work? He's charging in from the opposite side. He might have to turn one of those Tesla invisible to adjust the pathing depending on if there are any more Tesla popping up, but right now it does not seem like that, so the Queen is walking inside and should get that Revenge Tower somewhat for free.
Yeah, I mean, it's all but secured already. I mean, that's exactly the objective here, but it's feeling like this could be a longer approach. I mean, he could go the narrow side, he could go that far side, but either way, it's going to be a little bit of a long approach to that Town Hall with these super bowlers. Going to take the more direct path on the shorter side, but still, anything could happen if there's ice golems in that clan castle. There's still a lot on the line here.
There is, but it was a really nice move of triggering that Rage Tower nice and early. This means he does not need to worry about that whatsoever. As well, using the jump so he can delay that Warden ability even further into the base, which is really smart. Let's see if he can make this work. The Queen has her ability. The Siege has not been deployed just yet. We now have that Warden ability because the Lava Launcher was quite annoying. What's the Clan Castle? Do we see any Ice Golems? There is the Freeze. Yes, at least I think it's 2 Ice Golems jumping out right now, and that town needs to go down.
That's the big thing. Get the Town Hall. You have to secure the 2nd star. 1st star is secured. Remember that number, 85% is a key number. But the first thing is get that Town Hall down. There's not a whole lot left in there. Those bowlers are just being held on. I mean, the big thing is the healers are staying up, so that the bowlers are staying up. Now, finally, the Dragon Duke is going to secure that Town Hall for the 2nd star.
Still has that King ability for more percentage points, but right now he has to power through. That entire topside area could be so many percentage points for him. The Queen is trying her best to somehow overpower more defenses to get more percentage points. 70% has been crossed. King ability Spiky Ball has not been used even yet. I think Bash might even talk about a 3-star right here.
Yeah, it's looking pretty solid. Queen's gonna get taken out there, but that's okay. King's still working through here. Once he gets into those 80s, that's the big number here. You see the sigh of relief. He feels confident in it, and it feels like Repotted have done it. They're going to force this bracket reset against the Zeus squad, who looks very shaken. And I think Repotted's bases today are kind of like the big thing. Like, they've kind of just been holding these teams, even holding Zeus, even if it ends up being 11, holding Zeus to 11, we thought that was kind of unthinkable.
Yeah, that was quite impressive for sure. Spiky Ball to pick off the last couple of percentages. But that is for sure enough to make sure that they're out of reach